Hello everybody, how's everyone there? Oh my god, Kitadas. Alright, we are going to talk again about Dokibird and Nijisanji situation. But the interesting part is that there is actually a nearing 7 hours of live stream. In total, there is a total of like nearing 7 hour, and another one is like 5 hour plus of live stream by Legal Mindset, who is actually an actual lawyer. Mind you guys, an actual lawyer giving his own take based on the information, based on document that is or statement that is given out to the public to see. And again, like I mentioned a lot of time, why I didn't put up the skill, and even when I put up the skill, it's very heavily against Nijisanji. I would say that the full detail, I think a lot of people kind of like lead a lot of people to just go and watch this legal lawyer, the way he give his take, the way he give his view, indicating what kind of stuff that we may be missing about, or maybe he can give a more detailed explanation. And a lot of the detailed explanation I had taught or voiced out in my previous video. I've been kind of like pointing quite a lot of situation indicating that Nijisanji got a few things that have broken, or they have doing very poorly of the stuff. And it's kind of funny that when I say that it's either someone in the lawyer is not who is a lawyer not doing a good job, or a lawyer who is very bad, or just maybe someone is trying to act like a lawyer and trying to pull out a statement by Nijisanji. Well, the thing, right, based on the legal mindset, right, is that it's either they wanted to put up a very fast statement, and when you put up a very fast statement, you kind of overlook a lot of stuff. But the thing is, right, from how I look at it, I'm not saying that I'm based on his statement that he's wrong. I'm actually stating that what I feel is that Nijisanji seems to be ready to put up the statement indicating that they are trying to terminate Selen Tatsuki for quite a while, which is the reason why a lot of the statements seems to contradict within itself. It's like they really prepared a statement ready to terminate Selen Tatsuki, and then they saw the lawyer complaint sent by Selen Tatsuki through her lawyer to the legal department, or maybe the HR department, who knows. But at this point of time, it's just trying to put up a complaint as well as request for release along the line. That's how I think the statement at this point of time is more accurate to say, and speculation kind of lead me to that conclusion. But it's actually interesting to take that the termination based on Nijisanji is put out like 2 hours after they received the letter, which is the reason why I say 2 hours is too rushed to write that the whole statement. And I believe they really got the statement out, just they kind of last minute rush, add in a lot of stuff to make it creditable, but it seems to do a very poor job. And the reason why I say that, they claim they private the music video, then they claim that Dokibird is lying, that they are the one who do it, and it's like they are just basically shooting themselves in the foot. And after that, there's a lot of statement given by some of the liver that seems to contradict within themselves along the line. Even when the lawyer indicating that Vote Akuma put up his own statement. That's again, it's very interesting that he actually, I wouldn't say whether he said it or not. It's just that a lot of people is now realizing that Vote Akuma have been gaslighting everyone ever since who know when. The way, again, I have to let you guys understand, is that Vote Akuma in his statement indicating that he had thoroughly read through the document. Again, the document that was supposed to not be seen by anyone, and it should be technically seen by the management or the HR in this case. And it's actually interesting that how the Vote Akuma was able to read that document in the first place. And when the way he phrased it again and again, I as quote by legal mindset, that he's taking that Vote Akuma had seen the document, whether is it a document that is supposed to be seen or not, he had specifically point out the specific document, and there is supposed to be one document that is supposed to send the HR a complaint along the line, and he said that he thoroughly read it. The way he put up the statement seemed to indicate that he has seen the document. So even if he's lying, then there is a few things that again legal mindset had actually pointed out, which again I mentioned that why I say that to me is Vo Akuma seems to be a liar or a manipulator along the line, is that if he is being forced to read the statement, then in a sense it means that he is lying. And in terms of law, if you lie once, your credibility of a statement will become null, meaning to say that he cannot be used as a witness, he cannot be used as a evidence or witnesses along that line, and he mean that he will be deemed as a liar for the rest of his life, because in the law he had lied once. Whether will because the thing is, even if people say, oh, he never lie, but when you already deem it like you lie once, a lot of people is just gonna be hating on that person. It's like, even if you won't lie for the rest of your life, people are still gonna call you a liar. People will still call him a liar because he had lied once. And whether you try to tell the truth, is again like back to the point when I say that the boy who cried wolf in my in my previous video, when you say it once, you say it twice, basically people are just gonna stop believing you anymore. So that's how it may seem to Vo Akuma. But then again, if Vo Akuma did not lie and he had really read through the document, then that begs the question that why did Nijisanji let a liver read through the document, even if they claim he only seen a few of it or a specific time. But the way Vo Akuma kind of pulled out the statement did specifically point out that he has seen the full documentation, and in that case, Nijisanji, including Vo Akuma, may have broken the law as they had wrote the document, and that is not supposed to be seen. So in a case, right, it's really not looking good for Vo Akuma. Is the reason why a lot of documentation or sentence or speculation on my end, after like sitting down, even though I hate Nijisanji, I have to sit down, really think about all the situation, the statement. I have to listen to the video again by Nijisanji, the 15-minute video, a lot of stuff. I have to see it twice, and an additional third time for the last time. It's basically to let me have a better understanding, as well as words that I may have overlooked or specifically based on what they say. And again, based on their situation, is basically just trying to put a smear campaign against Dokibird or Selen Tatsuki, formerly known as well as that they are trying to indicate that they have understanding of the whole situation, when if in again I mentioned, if so Nijisanji have broken the law, whether is it in Japan or is it in Canada. Based on Canada, they have definitely broken the law. I stay in Japan for 6 years. I also took my time to go and check through a lot of law to kind of save myself for safety reason, as well as the time when I signed and got terminated as a vtuber in the past. I have to kind of understand a lot of situation, understand the things, how the things work along the line. And when it comes to NDA, Japan is very, very strict on that. It's definitely, I can assure you guys, NDA is definitely on very, very strict, because if it lead to defamation or damage in a way, right, it can be filed as a lawsuit. So even if in terms of international court, if Dokibird had taken her life attempt twice, and there is indication to prove that point, as well as that the company is the one who do a lot of harassment or bully along the line against Dokibird or Selen Tatsuki from when she was in a former name, then Nijisanji will definitely lose the case immediately, because in terms of defamation in Japan, if there is any form of damage done to the liver, be it financial issue or life or their in any form, that is enough to prove a lot of points. And then based on the statement given by Nijisanji is that it's already out in the public. It just proves that Nijisanji have been lying through their teeth in a very bad way. And even if they say, oh, it's just a miscommunication or mistranslation along the line on their end, then this will beg the question of why did they not hire a proper team in the first place. It's actually kind of interesting that Nijisanji have been trying to hire PR or lawyer or manager along the line lately. Like they've been pushing for it. They have been pushing it for quite a long while, but the reason why they couldn't really hire much people is that the pay they required doesn't add up. I've been saying that Nijisanji have been a very cheapskate along the line is that they are paying part-time minimum wages and forcing those people to do way more than anyone would do. They are going to, like, the thing is, right, one of the things I talk about, like when they want to hire a PR, again in my live stream I mentioned, I even point out some of the things in the past is that they want to hire a PR and they also need to know marketing, they also need to do damage control, they have to do programming, they have to do translation, they have to do a lot of things. It's like, what the heck? I mean, like, what you need to hire is a jack of all trades and master of none at this point of time, which I believe that is a possibility why the damage control done by Nijisanji seems to be very questionable at best. Like, it's really, really, really bad. Like, it is I would definitely say in a nutshell would be they know what they are doing, but it's not doing a very good job. So at this point of time, what they really need to do is send in specialized people, not sending jack of all trade, because jack of all trade definitely they can do a lot of things, but if they are not specialized on one of the thing, then that is a questionable thing. So that is basically what happened when a lawyer start voicing a lot of situation. And I won't go and around repeating every single thing as mentioned. I would link up the video for you guys to check them out, and as well as that Foss-san, Kyo-san, Hirohito-san, as well as myself had talked about it. So I'll put up all the link below so you guys can check them out. I mentioned in my previous video where the Nijisanji defender are getting weird and personal. I have mentioned along the line that some of them give out very, very weird reasoning, or they come out with their own narration, and there is also cases that the death this YouTuber Devs 939 have been stating situation that seems very iffy at most. I have to give huge thanks to Legal Mindset, because the thing is that the last time I asked one of my lawyer friend to check out the situation, he only managed to check out the infamous 15 minutes of video, as well as the legal document that was posted, the legal statement posted by Dokibird as well as by Nijisanji. Again, Vote Akuma statement seems the more questionable at the top, followed up by the way Nijisanji is trying to smear or defame Dokibird credibility along that line, as well as the way Nijisanji putting up the statement, everything seems questionable in many sense. So again, all those are on the other end. But then Dev39 stepped in and Legal Mindset actually taught a very interesting point that I overlooked, and which the reason why I have to give a huge thank to him. Based on her statement, she seems to implement, as I heard, that she is aware of the whole situation and that she has apparently seen the document herself. I had pointed out that she is a very a good friend to Kyo Kaneko, as well as that they were friends before even Kyo Kaneko was Kyo Kaneko, basically in I believe it will be in real life situation. Her statement seems to implement that not only is she trying to defend Nijisanji, but as well as trying to put up a smear campaign against Dokibird. She also seems to implement that she is aware of the document herself, and it's really questionable because based on legal mindset, he had called her out for where's your proof? Like you seem to indicate that you've seen the document, you seem to indicate that you have know a lot of things. So if that's the case, right, that will be a very big L on Nijisanji because if Nijisanji really did show to outsider the document, then there will be a breach on of the not just the trust, it's more of the breach of contract that that Dokibird has signed, and that in a sense they can technically sue Nijisanji for the leak of documentation. As well as it's actually interesting to find, like kind of like to me, right? At least it's interesting to find out that how do she seems to know about the documentation. A lot of people is again like I mentioned, she did a very poor job. If she really go along the line of trying to defend Nijisanji, and it is doing very poorly, in a way we have to ask like how is she aware of the situation, how, and the way she's trying to indicate that she know the law more than anyone when an actual lawyer even call her up for her situation. I am not a lawyer, I have to tell you guys all. I only read the law, but that does not make me a lawyer. An actual lawyer really have to go through a lot of procedure to become one. For me, I only read some of the law so that I don't get myself in trouble with some of the law. So for me, I kind of like read some of the things so I have a better understanding, but that doesn't mean I read every single thing. They have to read, for the lawyer, they have to read every single thing. So when I kind of like read through some of the situation, I kind of noticed that when it comes to privacy situation in most of the country, if the person do have a look at the document themselves, or even by a leak from the person who is part of the company, then that is still technically a breach of contract, and no matter what, both Delph's 39 as well as Nijisanji can still technically be sued for damage, and whether is it in Japan or is it in Canada, it is Nijisanji bit lose. It will be their loss. It will be the BL, and the more they give to more influencers to try and defend Nijisanji, the more Nijisanji will be getting bad PR, the more the affiliated rival that trying to defend Nijisanji will even get a bigger L, because the question again in terms of legal law, where do you seen the document? If they seen that if there is a leak, then the leak will also back to the point of that the Nijisanji did the leak, because in terms of everything, right, Dokibird had trust her lawyer to put up the statement to directly of the legal team in Nijisanji. So meaning to say that if there's a leak, if Dokibird leak herself, then we have to see what is the document is about. But then again, if Nijisanji is the one to leak, then that will be a big questionable thing. Which is the reason why a lot of people will be asking like, where have you seen the document? Because there is the problem with the legal document that is not supposed to be seen by anyone, but for some reason there are some people who apparently seen it. And then some of the interesting part that legal mindset actually talk about in regards to Death 39 is that it's either she's trying very hard to defend Nijisanji, and again back to the point when that she is coming up with weird reasoning or doesn't make sense, or to the point of that she really seen the document and she's just trying her best to defend Nijisanji, but slowly reviewing things. Because the thing is, right, when you slowly being pressured by many people, you slowly leak out some of your things that you didn't intended to give out, and that's always tend to be in my take will be the end of everything, because the lawyer will start biting into that, and then they will force you to reveal even more information whether you like it or not. So at this point of time, again, the reason why I've been saying that everyone that is not Nijisanji should shut up. If you are influencer trying to defend Nijisanji, just shut up. Like the reason why I and being kind to give advice to everyone is that whatever they say can be used as evidence by Dokibird and be used against Nijisanji. Because based on information wise, right, like Dev 39, if she have not seen the document, why is she trying so hard to defend Nijisanji? And then a lot of people will be questioning, like, if she say that she have not seen the document, she's just speculating as she claimed to be, then there is no credibility to the way she say. Like when Charlie, Emogo, or Masaha talk about their situation, right, they seen a few information, but they just only talk and give their take. It doesn't mean they are aware of the whole situation. They only give their own thing. But based on Delph's statement, it seems that she is aware of the whole situation and she is trying her best to smear or trying to put out false statement and trying to defend Nijisanji, which again, like I mentioned along the line that some people are trying their best to defend Nijisanji using very weird reason. The reason why I use the word weird reasoning is that there is no evidence to back it up, but there is also no evidence to deny it. So at this point of time, I know some people will come out with weird reasoning, and it can be easily debunked. I know whether if is it a strong one or a weak one. The thing is, right, it's always back to the point of that people will come up with their own narrative, their own story to pull up a story to try to smear people in a very bad way, and it really kind of made me wonder what those defender of Nijisanji been trying to do. I mean, at this point of time, we already got a freaking lawyer who read through every single thing, understand a lot of things, and he already kind of like indicating that the loss is technically against, like the skill is definitely against Nijisanji. But that doesn't mean that Dokibird might win, because the thing is that along the line, if Dokibird really do sue Nijisanji, it will be a very long financially as well as mentally it will be very, very tiring. It's just basically very tiring in a nutshell for Dokibird. So when she says she want to move on, we have to respect her. Nijisanji will just keep quiet, the fans will have quick quiet, and then everything will be just blown off. But then again, there are always people trying to stir the pot, and even when I don't want it to keep on talking again and again, at this point of time we already got a freaking lawyer talking about it. So to me again, it really begs the question, like he mentioned a lot of things that I kind of like can remember and don't remember. You guys have to forgive this old man. But the thing is, right, it really begs the question, like a few points that I really love to mention a lot of time is that Vote Akuma or the live statement, the infamous 15 minutes statement that is very questionable from the start to the end, and basically is like, I find it off. I did say along the line, it seems to be they are trying to do along the line of gaslighting or trying to smear or paint Dokibird in a bad light along the line. It is seem that way, and if a lawyer say it that way, I think I'm actually not wrong to state it as so. Then after that, there is the issue with Delph 39 with her so-called take. I mean, like she would say along the line, oh, I watch a lot of crime, I watch a lot of legal stuff along the line. So for me, who read a freaking whole lot of Japan as well as Singapore as well as USA, does that mean me a lawyer? I don't think so. So the thing is, right, it really begs the question, if what made her think she's able to give her take in terms of law. I mean, like, you can give a take, you can have some speculation, but you cannot say along the line that, oh, legal thing don't work that way legally. Well, Death 39? Or anyone want to clip this part just for her? Young Lala, legal don't work as what you think it is. There is way more than you know. So the thing is, right, to her, my advice for Death 39 would be, shut up about any situation that is she want to talk about Nijisanji and Dokibird, because the thing is, right, if she is a best friend of Kyo Kaneko and she stated that it means shit in the court or in the eyes of the law, well, the thing is, right, sadly for her, it does mean something. It does. Because the thing is, right, it will mean that if someone leaked to her and she is the best friend of Kyo Kaneko, it's either Nijisanji leaked the information to her or Kyo Kaneko actually leaked the information to her, which actually can implement that Kyo Kaneko may be technically the person who bullied Selen Tatsuki, or maybe that Kyo Kaneko is one of the bully or the leaker in that sense. And if that is the case, whether if he's part or whether he had graduated, that is still information that is not supposed to be leaked. And in terms of that, Kyo Kaneko belonged to Nijisanji when he was still part of Nijisanji before the graduation, then Nijisanji will lose the case, and that additional charge can be filed against the person who is behind Kyo Kaneko as well as Death 39. Because the thing is, right, Death 39 trying to defend Nijisanji. So unless she is trying to outlet, oh, Kyo Kaneko had nothing to do with it. But then the question we have to ask, where do you see the information? Where do you know about this whole thing? And do you kind of force yourself to defend Nijisanji, or along the line of that, why are you defending Nijisanji with no evidence to prove it? So a lot of time when you come up with a lot of question is that you have to say, or if she's trying to say, oh, I'm just speculating, but the thing is, right, then that is when the statement she is placing, it seems like a smearing campaign, and in that case, Selen Tatsuki or Dokibird can, in a sense, file a statement against her, or maybe kind of like a lawsuit against her, indicating that she had did along the line of defamation. Or so the thing is, right, whether does the damage seems a lot, it can still be technically filed. It's just that I'm not very sure on a lot of Canada law myself, so I can't really put too much take on that. But in terms of definition, Death 39 did a lot in her statement. So again, I would definitely ask where did she get the information, if she has come across, because based on legal mindset, he seems like he actually indicate that Death 39 seems to have indication that she has seen the document, and I'm also kind of like finding weird, where is she able to know all this information? So it really begs the question, like, where did she come across this information? Did Kyo Kaneko kind of told her along the line? And if there's like, even if you're playing the phone game, where it's basically when you say and then the information kind of like get more and more fabricated along the line, or more and more weirder along the line, and then we have to ask, like, where do she get her information from Kyo Kaneko or from Nijisanji? If you're from Nijisanji, BL. If it's from some of the member from Nijisanji, even BL, because it means that the liver or their employee along the line know about it and they are not supposed to be knowing about it, and that would be even big L. So at this point of time, it's really bad the question about what is Nijisanji gonna do. To me, again, I would say that they have to put up a proper statement this time around. They have to come up with a way to ensure that the statement they put up won't get themselves in deep trouble. But at the same time, they have, at this point of time, I would say, apologize would be the best way, not to the investor like the CEO trying to do, but directly to Dokibird. Doing so would, in my take, would say at least give better information on that they are changing for the better, which a lot of people have been saying that they doesn't seem to be changing. I've been voicing that they have never changed ever since who know how long. It had been years, so to me, I don't think they will change. But on the other hand, we won't know until they give more information, because Nijisanji have been very, very quiet. And also, if they do indicate that it's bully within their company, then they will have to highlight that who is the one who do the name drop. The one who do the name drop is Nijisanji, is not by Dokibird. As well as that, there is no indication of lawsuit by Dokibird, but Nijisanji seems to indicate that there is a lawsuit. So it's kind of like, what is Nijisanji trying to do? What were they thinking about? It seemed very, very weird. I mean, like, when you receive a lawyer letter, if there is an indication of a lawsuit, then that the lawyer will indicate that this is a lawsuit. But if a lawyer come and tell you just say that, oh, this is a statement from my client to you, and I hope that you can take a look, you can hopefully comply to the request of the client along the line, it just means that the lawyer is just acting something along the line of being a representative. But I guess Nijisanji just say that, oh, a lawyer, there's a lawsuit. And then there's a lot of even more stupid people going along the line that, oh, it's a lawsuit because there is the lawyer involved. I hate using the word calling people stupid, but apparently there are really stupid people in this world. But who knows? I mean, like, it's just really, really questionable, like, considering that people just going along the line with coming out with their own takes, their own idea, and fabricate a lot of story or their own narrative to make it suitable for them. And the more and more evidence coming out, some of them are so weird and bad to the point that I already said it in my previous video that is very bad. Nijisanji defenders should technically just keep quiet, shut up, and don't even add on it. But at this point of time, it's already, the damage have been getting more and more worse. It's just basically they throw the glass on the ground. It broke into many pieces. Instead of picking it up, those Nijisanji defender and Nijisanji or liver or influencer trying to defend Nijisanji is just basically just stepping on the glass even more and more worse to make it into dust, hoping to make it into dust. But then they are not aware that those glass shard is going to hurt them more than they step on it. So I mean, like, it's just really, really bad though. But anyway, with that being said, I think that should be all that I want to talk about. Even if there are some information I want to add on, I feel like some of them are best to discuss it further in the comment below. If you guys got your own opinion, your own thought, write in the comment below and we can discuss it further. If I feel like I got anything that I miss out, I may talk in a future video or in the comment below, depending on the amount of information that I may miss out, because I feel like I talk way too much already. But anyway, with that being said, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more in the chat where I talk about stuff that never follow a single trend. And with that being said, hope you guys all have a nice day or night. Bye.